Hello. Spoilers, Jim. Well, it's my fault for putting it up on the screen. Hello, folks. Sorry for me being late. I'm glad people are still hanging out here. I was like, oh, it's getting late enough. I should probably just not stream tonight. But I said I was going to stream, so I should go do something, even if it's going to be maybe a short one. I don't know. Hello. How are you doing, Jim? Hello, Freaka4. Great White North is still here. Hello, Great White North. You feeling better, I think? Good. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Unusual circumstances. Yeah, so, let's see. Hopefully this is working. Yes. Okay. Am I in Japan? No, I'm still on the East Coast. You can see my usual setup here behind me. So I was somebody online was trying to get together a 12-person Animal Crossing party on the Switch 2. And so I agreed to do it if they could get the 11 other people, or 11 people together to participate. And we all put in our times, like available times. And I put 10 o'clock on Wednesday, 10 Eastern on Wednesday, just because technically I could make it happen. I wanted to make it easy for people, because it's hard to coordinate like 12 people's schedules across multiple time zones all over the place. So of course I ended up choosing Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, so let me do it. And it was supposed to end earlier. I was only going to play for about an hour with them, but it took us like an hour to get everyone on the island because the game kept crashing. So then I stuck around for a little while, and it was very lucrative because somebody brought a bunch of bells to the island, and so I got a lot of in-game money for my troubles. And it was fun. It was fun to hang out with some people I have only known online and otherwise are strangers to me. But then I was late for my stream, and anyway. But here we are. Need to grab the upgrade pack. Just got switched to a few days ago. Nice. Yeah, I don't use it too much. My son's been using it most often, as I sort of expected he would be. But when they dropped the Animal Crossing update, I ported our island from my Switch over to the Switch 2, and then got the upgrade pack and everything. And I've played only a tiny little bit of it, except for tonight. So anyway, just gonna play for a little while, I guess. I've got. I was trying to decide if I want to do like an NES game or SNES or whatever, but I think I didn't want to do my Wii U stream because I knew it was going to be short, and I didn't really want to get into that. But I've been playing a little bit of Double Dragon recently. Mr. Matthews put me onto this game. I think Nefarious West also thought this was a good Double Dragon game. And Mr. Matthews just did his year-end review video, which is cool. You should check that out. And reminded me about Double Dragon. And this is actually a Japanese cartridge that it says for play only in Japan, that I picked up last year. So I figure I'll play a little bit of this. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'd like to. And hopefully the game audio is working all right. How are you doing, Jim? I guess you can't hear anything yet because there's nothing on the screen. There we go. That should do it. All right. And I need to... Oh, that was kind of weird because I had a different title screen. I want to change my thing here. My palette. I like the sort of greenish one. This one. I think I've heard this one is solid. Yeah. So I figure I'll give it a go. I've played a little bit of it. Even just the other day, I played a little bit of it, and I feel it's in some ways it might be better than the NES version. I played through the arcade game recently, the Double Dragon arcade game, just because I knew I could just pump quarters into it. And that game's a little rough. I think the NES game is probably better, except for some of the difficulty. Which, I'll be honest, I've only ever beaten Double Dragon on the Switch, on the Kunio-kun World Collection, and just because I use the save state right before the boss. Just because I sometimes I'll use a save state when I'm just kind of playing a game for myself. And I know I can do it. It's just a matter of time, and I don't have time. So sometimes I'll just be like, I'm just gonna call it, and I'll put a little asterisk next to it, whatever. Glad to hear you're doing well, Jim. All right. Anyway, hopefully I didn't lose anybody who was planning to attend. But so it goes. So it's slow, but it looks pretty good. Woof. NES game is tough. The wall is surprisingly also really bad in the arcade game. I think the wall is actually worse in the arcade game. I don't know if there's a wall in the Game Boy version. I'm not sure if I got that far. Probably there is, but it's just not fair. It's not a fair fight, you know. Anyway, I figure I'll play a little bit of this. If we tire of Double Dragon, maybe I'll play some Battletoads, which is also on my list of games to complete. I have Cora's cartridge of Battletoads. I had been working on it for a while last year, learning the game, and then I've taken a long break from it, so I don't remember a lot of it now. Hey, Zombie, how are you? Woo, Double Dragon! I figured this would also be a crowd pleaser if I decided to play something. I want to play more Game Boy games, and I think I'd love to stream more Game Boy games. I don't have room in my current streaming schedule for an extra night of just, you know, and there's also no extra nights on YouTube. There's at least somebody I don't want to miss every night streaming. So I don't have anywhere else where I can fit an extra stream in. But yeah, I'd love to stream more Game Boy games. I don't think they still get quite as much attention as they should. And I want to play more Game Boy games. I had been playing a lot on my Analog Pocket last year. And there are a lot of good Game Boy games. And I want to get back into my NES games too. The Master System version has a predictable pattern, the NES one stinks. Yeah, but the arcade one is just like even worse, I think. I think you wait and you hope and you run and you hope you get through there. Yeah. There's some RNG definitely involved with Double Dragon, but the problem is some of these games, it's really just a matter of like you just learn the patterns, right? And you get through it, and you just have to get through it with enough lives and continues. And that's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. At the point where I can get through to the end of the game and then get to the boss, like I know I'll be able to do it. But then there's not enough time to like learn the boss, right? Before you have to start all over again. And I just don't. I'm very patient. You guys know that. I just don't have the time to sink into those games when I don't have that much gaming time as it is. So sometimes I'm not trying to prove anything. If it's a game I really love, and especially if I want to stream it, then I will not do any save states. But okay, how do I do this guy? Nope, that's not how you do it. Need to get out of his way. I think I have to kind of lure him up. Oh, that's not working. What? Oh, that didn't go well. Okay. Nope, and I'm dead. Okay. I thought there was I used to just kind of walk up like this. What the heck? That seems not fair. I thought it was this. Okay. I got past this guy before. What's going on? This is bad. Okay, that's better. Yeah, you can't cheese him. Can I? Yeah, you can. Sort of. No, maybe not. Oh man, am I just gonna die here? I had a pattern for this guy before. I used to just kind of come up here, and I kind of get to him before he gets to me. Man, okay, hold on. Okay, oh, there we go. I lost a ton of lives there. Yeah, I put him in a diagonal, yeah. Uh-oh, hold on. Yeah, that's okay. I forget how many continues you get in this version. Yeah, I forgot about the diagonal. I beat him the other morning, like, without any problem. Jolt Cola. Oh, nuts. So the way they give you all the moves right away in this is probably makes it a little bit easier. NES version, like, I think it's kind of clever having you kind of upgrade as you go. But, oh, is this the wrong way? But it makes it a little brutal at the very beginning. Am I supposed to go this way? What am I doing? Alright, gotta jump. Putting platforming in here. If it's like the NES version, there aren't continues. I thought there were continues. Maybe they're more generous because it's a Game Boy game? I don't remember. I thought there were continues. Can't imagine I got very far in this without any continues, but I haven't played it too much. Hey, Blood. Everything look and sound okay to you guys, by the way? Yeah, it does sound good. It's possibly because it's in stereo. Like, the, shoot, what is happening? The soundtrack to... Is this an elevator? Soundtrack to Darkwing Duck on the Game Boy, I think, is better than the NES soundtrack. Part of it might be because it's the because it's in stereo, but it's just, I don't know. I think the Game Boy, if it's used properly, the Game Boy sound is better than NES. But there are definitely, oh geez, there are definitely some games that just they didn't optimize them very well. Like, I don't know what happened to DuckTales on Game Boy, but that soundtrack is terrible. And then you've got Mega Man 2, like Rockman World 2. NES is mono, yeah. They don't have stereo sound on the NES. In fact, didn't they advertise stereo sound right on the Game Boy? Like, isn't that a big deal? And it came with headphones and everything. Yeah, NES is mono. If you use the AV cables, you have to use like a splitter thing to like put the audio out to 2 channels to left and right if you want it to sound proper, which is how I do it. Otherwise, theoretically, the sound only will come in on one side. Obviously, you don't have that problem with RF. RF, on my TV, RF actually sounds kind of nice. Like, it sounds a little bit warmer, and I wonder if... Or it sounds better to me, and I wonder if it's... Oh, geez, come on, where'd you come from? I wonder if it's because that's how I played NES as a kid. Like, oh, geez. I played it with RF on my TV. Oh, I got another life. That's great. Jibby can sound really tinny. There's some really good tracks on the system. Yeah, it can sound tinny. Like, I think if you're playing with the Game Boy speakers, it can sound bad. But I usually will play with something else. Play it on something else. Yeah. But yeah, I want to play some more Game Boy games. Should I put the title of the stream up? I didn't even put it in the... Anybody who's looking at this can tell it's Double Dragon of some sort, right? What's going on with this guy? Hanging out in the tree. Yeah. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all having a good week. It's been a busy week for me. It's work's been okay, but it's just so busy with the kids' extracurriculars, and I do like most of the driving them around and coordinating their schedules and stuff. It can be a bit much. I just get really tired. I am technically on a book deadline right now. Making some progress on stuff. Oh, no. Don't hit me into the water. Oh, the dangerous place to be. A lot of other platforms, sluggish, yeah. It's a little bit slow. Oh, you got the converter for the RF? Yeah. We had to have that on our living room TV too. It wasn't for, I didn't figure out the AV cable thing for a long time, like using composite. So anyway, it's just kind of a chill stream. What are you guys playing or doing that's fun? But yeah, so tonight my son had he was in a play. He was in a play for, there was like a tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. So he was in that, and had to drive him over to school for it. Just, oh, wow. There you go. I just want to get away from the water so she doesn't like knock me in there. Oh gosh. Wow. Well, okay. She just killed herself. That's fine. Yeah. Castlevania is good. It's a good. So I played it on a DMG as a kid, and I had a hard time with it because it was so slow, but also because of the ghosting. Like, even though it was moving really slowly, like, it was really hard to see because the background would suddenly get all like blurry, and I mean, everything would get kind of blurry. So I don't think I beat that game as a kid because it would have been quite the accomplishment. But I played it finally through on the Switch, in the Castlevania collection, shortly, a few years ago, and it was great. It was actually, well, it wasn't great. It was good. It was better than I recalled anyway. So I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's hard to play on original hardware. And it's interesting, like these games, I mean, some of these Game Boy games are very impressive. They have their own pace, and sometimes I like having a slower game, I suppose. I played through a bunch of Game Boy games last year. Some of them are shorter or just kind of easier to play through than NES games. Hey, Nick Gamer, how are you doing? Yeah, so I played through more since you again? There's not a lot of room to navigate here. How am I going to do this? Goodbye. Got my Genesis. I was using RCA, but our TV didn't have RCA out. Good thing that these had both in and out, so the RCA was able to play. I remember specifically setting up the composite on my NES so that I could record the ending of Battletoads, and I recorded it onto the end of a Darkwing Duck. Oh, I have to jump here, right? Onto the end of a Darkwing Duck tape. Like I was recording the series. And I no longer have that tape. I converted my tapes to DVDs a while ago, and I must have given that tape away. And I've lost my playthrough of the end of Battletoads. Why is this? So this is one of the reasons I want to relearn the original Battletoads so that I can get a full playthrough recording of it on stream. Dr. Wild's Revenge, yeah, that would be a tough one, I think. Yes, you did. So yeah, I like the Game Boy games. Oh no, and I'm dead. All right, we'll see if we have any continues. No continues. Oh, that's rough. All right, we'll try that again, I guess. Glad they got rid of the level up system. Yeah, it was tough, and I honestly, when I played it, I ended up cheating. Like I used there's like some trick to leveling up. But I should probably go back and try to finish that game, like, quote, legit. Or just play like Double Dragon 2. I mean, that's the other thing. Some games I don't care about that much. One life, no, I had 3 lives, but I squandered like 2 of them on a Bobo. But overall, this probably is easy enough. I thought there'd be continues, but I guess that makes sense. NES game really doesn't have continues. That was probably one of the big challenges in terms of actually finishing it then. But yeah, some games aren't that precious to me. Like I don't care about them as much. And then there are other games that I definitely want to have the credit for beating them, earn them with points. Oh, you can earn lives with points. Yes, I did earn 1 life with points. It's true. But yeah, Double Dragon's a game I'd probably like to get better at. But again, so many other games to play. Yeah, this soundtrack is pretty amazing in the Game Boy. Oopsie. Gotta get better at the back jabbing thing too. I hate that barrel just disappeared. Anyway, Mr. Matthews' video made me think about some NES games I want to get back to finishing too. Like I want to finish Shadow of the Ninja at some point. Oh, Return of Double Dragon. I also got like a Switch game that has a collection of Double Dragon games on it. I think it has the SNES one, and I think it has Double Dragon Advance, like the GBA game, some other ones. So, play some more of these. Picked up a RPG called Arafel. Played it close to 4 to 5 hours the day I got it. Arafel. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that one and check that out. I recently picked up Cobra Kai. No, not Cobra Kai. The Karate Kid. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I don't know. I thought I'd have more gaming time, but it's just been so busy. Yes, that's true. That is true. A lot of it is definitely figuring out like the weaknesses and. Oof. Nope, messed it up. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter which diagonal it is, it's as long as you're just on a diagonal. Oh, jeez. Okay. GBA Double Dragon Advance is really good. Worth playing. Problem is audio is on mono too. Is GBA mono? That's weird. The old tag enemy stopping trick works on this port too, but differently. GBA's mono, really? Carla, how are you? How you doing, Koala? Koala Queen. Single speakers on the GBA. Interesting. I don't think I knew that. Huh. Weird. So this game moves slowly, but it feels really good to control. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel sluggish. It's just obviously like moving slower. And I think these animations are really nice. You know, clearly you're working with like fewer frames of animation, but I think it looks really good. I am doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Got a late start going on here, but you know, sometimes that happens. Not really feeling too tired. I think I probably had more caffeine than I should have late at night. Because I forgot to bring my coffee before I had to drive my son to this show. And then the show was like 2 hours and I came home and I decided to drink the coffee anyway. Oh no! That was silly. Lost a life for no reason there. Some of these platforming things. That's okay. Punch enemy till they crouch, stop attacking. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, just keep punching them for points. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it would be very fun, though. Why do I keep doing this? Oh, shoot. Really? Alright, well, clearly I'm gonna die again very soon. Hey, Josh. That is so weird that the GBA has mono sound. So, why do I keep doing that? So really, if you put, like, headphones, it doesn't have stereo sound with headphones? I could understand if it only comes out mono through the one speaker, but I don't know. It seems weird to me. Unless they were trying to save money or something. Those are harrowing platforms. Just mean. Hey, Ace, how you doing? Retro goodness. Good to see you guys. It's gotta be late for you, my friends. It's later for me, I suppose, than for some of you. Anyway, I'm not doing very well in this, but that's okay. It's fun. Fun and chill. Which is pretty much what I wanted. Sometimes I was just thinking about like what I wanted to stream. I was like, I think something just where I can just kind of not think about it too much. You know how it goes. Oh, that again? I'm gonna get a life soon if I live long enough. So you can't hit him until he comes off the ladder. Weird. So I recently got the ZX Spectrum Mini, or whatever they're calling it. There's my life. And I haven't had much time to play it, but I want to. And I've been looking at some of the footage of some of the games, and I think that one of the interesting, like, appealing things of the game is the game system is, or the console. I guess it's a computer rather. Is that it's so minimalist. Like, the graphics are so minimalist, and the colors and everything. They kind of remind me of like LCD games, like Tiger handhelds and such. Which is admittedly a strange aesthetic to be into, but even some Game Boy games, like just like how basic they are, can be kind of appealing. Like, I think I like Game Boy and Game Boy Color more than GBA, like just because they're closer to the NES for me, like 8-bit, you know. Yeah, the ZX Spectrum, the color on it is so unique for sure. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought this thing, but I know you can emulate these things in better ways, but it has like a working keyboard. It's basically not a mini. It's basically just like a functioning replica, like an emulated HDMI replica of it. And I've always been so fascinated by the platform, and don't really have didn't have like a reliable way to use it. And I know I can get it to work on my Mister if I put enough effort into it. But I'm low on effort, and I'm low on storage space for it, and this thing is just literally like plug and play. So I decided to pick it up. Alright, should I ignore her? Aha. Okay. And then here she comes, and she didn't make it. Alright, great. That was the thing to do there. This stage always gives me like Bayou Billy vibes. I'm supposed to jump. Oh, come on. And the rock disappears. They made a similar mini for the Commodore 64. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not It's not hard to mod. You just put the games on a USB stick. I have the C64 Mini that Cora picked for me. And again, there, like, I can emulate these things on the Mister. It's a little bit harder on the Mister than it is to just like plug in a USB drive and like load the games. So sometimes I just use the Mini. I kind of want the larger version of it because it has that keyboard in it and everything too. But I'm not going to rebuy the system. It is a Europe or England thing. You don't need a PAL TV because everything's HDMI now, so it just runs. There's no NTSC PAL difference anymore, and you can actually get it. I think you can probably set it to run things at 60 frames per second or whatever you need to. Okay, I did have a problem with some. There are some games, Ace, that don't work, and it's tough because some of them are like tape-based games and some of them are disc-based games, and you're right. There's a bit of a learning curve, and you know, if you don't want to tinker with it, then it's not worth it. And that's one of the reasons why I don't play it as often. I mean, there's all the built-in games, of course, and then there's some easy ones that I can load onto it. But like I have on my Mister, I have these stickers next to my TV that tell me like what I'm supposed to do to load a game on the C64 to remind me like I have to type certain things in order to load it. You had trouble getting C64 stuff running on Mister. It's not intuitive. I mean, if you're used to those computer systems, like if you grew up using them and you understand like how you're supposed to load and run the games, then I think it's probably fine. But like for me, I grew up with consoles. Like I just want to like literally plug the game in and just play it. It's one of the reasons I didn't like the Retro Pi all that much either. I had to tinker with everything to get it to work properly, make it look the way I wanted it to look. Mister is a little less tinkery. But some of those things, like the computer platforms, like the ZX Spectrum, Amiga, I got an Amiga core on my Analog Pocket that is super easy. Somebody just made it so that you just click on a thing and you load it. It's beautiful. I don't want to have to like learn to load the games. Same thing with like MS-DOS, like DOS box and stuff like that. I just don't want to have to deal with that stuff anymore. Hey, Scrambles. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't think I'm going to go that route. There is somebody just released like a new C64, like an FPGA-based Ultimate C64 too, which looks interesting. Yeah, I grew up with DOS, and so I can kind of muddle through with it, but also it's hard. Like sometimes you have to like load drives and all that stuff to get things to work or save, and even the Amiga can get a little bit confusing. So if there's too much friction, I've got other things to play, right? Unless it's something that I desperately, really, really, really want to play. Like I was trying to get the old Commodore, the old Choose Your Own Adventure games on the C64 running, and I can get one of them to run, but goodbye. But the other one just will not load. So, there's a newer mode of DOSBox. You have to know the pathing, like C:/. Yeah, I know all that stuff. Doing okay, Scrambles. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Woo. See, this is so unintuitive because if you fall anywhere else, like you're dead. Alright, what's coming in here? I'm trying to remember what's coming up here. Oh, this guy. Okay, just punch him. At least this is kind of a quick playthrough. Whoop. Oh no. Unless you die. No, don't kill me. Ugh, that was gross. Alright, that's not cool. They gang up on you. Played around with the AO 486 core and Mister after create virtual drives, allocate subs to RAM. Yeah, that's why I'm not bothering with that. there's something called Amiga Vision, which is kind of a packaged core that somebody developed for the Analog Pocket and for the Mister, and it just makes it very easy. You just load things from a menu, and they did something like that for 486, I think, as well. Or DOS. So look up Amiga Vision, and then at their site there's like 2 or 3 other platforms that they've done the same thing for, and it's very easy. But then they're also like very large, like libraries. So if you want to get the full library of like sort of their curated list of games, like the Amiga one's like 9 gigs or something like that. I don't even have that much space on my Mister. I'm gonna have to move stuff off of the Mister. I'm gonna have to upgrade my SD card and move stuff off. I spend so much time getting systems set up so that I can play games that I don't play games. So I'm trying not to do that so much. Unless there's something I really, really want to play, then I'll figure out how to do it. But otherwise, I should just stick with like my hardware and like the things that are already set up. So I'm trying not to go down that rabbit hole because I spend so much time just like setting things up. You want an EverDrive for Genesis and SNES? Yes, I highly recommend them. I have both of those. I have an EverDrive for most of my consoles. Actually, I guess I have them for like all of my consoles that can take them. The key there is to wait for the Black Friday sales where you get 20% off, so you just missed one. But if you are not in a hurry, just wait and you can get one later on. And I often will just like for the Genesis and for the SNES and for the N64, I always get like the cheapest one because I don't care about save states on those for the most part. So if you want save states and all that other stuff, you have to get the like most expensive like pro premium versions. But if you want to save some money, just get like the cheapest one. Might have Castlevania for the Commodore 64. Yeah. I'll still have to see if I can get that running on mine. Spend more time tinkering with the Mister than actually playing games on. Exactly. Like I want to play more MSX2 games too. Like I want to play through Vampire Killer at some point. The NEA Pro, yeah. I've got the NEA Pro and the original one because I had the original one and then I upgraded for the Pro. I'm going to die soon, but I do have an extra life, so that's good. Alright, climbing this wall. I hope you guys don't mind the pea green here when I'm playing. Oh no! You're kidding. What? I have to start all the way over here again? Alright, I was just going to jump, but that ledge was a little more precarious than I was expecting. Alright, I might be able to get another life. That's fine. I don't know, when I play Game Boy games, I like either a monochrome, like black and white palette, or I like this green, sort of a greenish one, or on the Analog Pocket, I like using the Pocket Light palette. I just like Game Boy games to just be, you know, minimalist. I don't like getting them all weirdly colorized. Game Boy Color games, fine, they have their own, like, you know, NES like palette, but otherwise I just like having great shades of gray, I suppose. Yeah, so good, but so bad. You need to load up all those lives and everything. Yeah, save states are good, but I've got other ways to play games if I want to use save states. So I ended up using pea green. Ended up using save states to get through Adventures of Batman and Robin, and I don't feel bad about that because the game has like unlimited continues, or you have like passwords rather. But the game is really annoying because I think what's happening is if you start the game with 3 lives. Yes, I did it. If you start the game with 3 lives, right, you can set the number of lives and continues. Like if you choose normal, you can choose a number, you know, you start with 3 lives. If you use continues, I think you start each time with 1 life. So then, you just don't have enough time to learn the stages. And that's all the game is. You have to memorize how to get through the stages. And it's really just frustrating. And in that sense, it's like, okay, I know if I had infinite time, I could do it. But it's just I don't have the time for that. So I did finish it recently, and I really just wanted to see the end of the game. I want to see it's a beautiful game, and I love Batman the Animated Series. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like a hard run with you, just get through it, you know, on you know one set of continues. Or 3 continues rather. I think I know the game well enough that I probably could do it, but there's still some sticky bits that still trip me up a bit. Oh no, don't do that. Got the Game Boy player for GameCube and the SNES Super Game Boy. Yes, very cool. Hey Sonic Al, how are you? Yay, lit. I know you're a Double Dragon fan. I'm not doing very well, but I'll probably do at least one more run if I fail. GBA, yeah, I don't have a Game Gear, so I don't have a Game Gear EverDrive. I do have, I have the GBA, so there's a GBA Pro now that just came out. which actually has like a light sensor in it, so you can play Boktai, and it has tilt, like gyros. So that's probably the one to get if you really want like a premium GBA EverDrive. But the GBA Mini is also like pretty good. But you can also get, I have the Omega, and this is probably what you should get, Ace. The Omega, what the heck is it called? Definitive Edition, something, what the heck? It's like another flash card. It's not the EverDrive, and it's pretty decent. I didn't get another life. When's the next one? It's not at 20. It's not at every 20,000. That's a bummer. Right. Do you really have a Bimmy tattoo on your leg? Crazy, the NES version isn't like the arcade, but the Game Boy version is. Yeah, but I just played through the arcade game, and it is really, the Omega Flash card. Yeah, it's a Mega. What the heck is it called? My NES GBA. It's the Omega. Oh, it's the Easy Flash. And there's a definitive edition one, which is probably what you want to get, and that's a lot cheaper than the EverDrive, and pretty good. Easy Flash. Friends have matching Double Dragon tattoos. Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I played through the arcade game recently just because I knew I could pump quarters into it, and in some ways it was cool to see it. In other ways, it's like I think the NES version is probably better, or the ports are better than it. That's so cool, Scrambles. That is so cool. Doing okay. Late birthday. Belated happy birthday again. Dutch Brothers free spring rolls from Panda Express. That is great. All right, so here you don't want to get too close because it penalizes you for it. I don't know where the edge is there. Wait, what do you want to get just for Castlevania? The C128. Okay. There is a new HD C64. It's called the Ultimate C64, I think. And it should just run like the hardware, but it has an HDMI out. It does have a lot of slowdown and lag. Yes, it does. It looks beautiful. And one thing that's cool, like I didn't realize this. I looked it up later on because I played it single player, right? Have you played Arcade Double Dragon with 2 players lit? Because apparently, if you're doing a 2-player game and you beat the boss at the end, the game makes you fight each other to see which one of you gets Marion, which is so cool. Like I've never heard of that in a game before, and I think that's brilliant. And I want to play through it with another person just to see that happen. Yeah, there you go. I was just talking about that Boiling Blood. Exactly. I've just didn't even read that, but I found out about that after I played through the game. That's so cool. Oh, that's how you became friends. Oh, fighting over the girl. That's such a cool feature. I think that's really great. I want to see that in more. I see that in more 2-player games. Woof. Take that. Have a rock. Oh, okay. You don't want the rock. Again? No, get away from me. Why? No. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay. Thanks, Abobo. Sharp 68,000. I'd love to have one of those. Yeah, it's I want to say it's like $200, something like that. Not too bad, really, for what it is. All right, I'm gonna do one more round of this, and we'll see how I'm feeling. But I think let's change our border. What do we want to do here? I like some of these borders. I like this PCB one. That's probably my favorite one. This is like Clock Tower. What's appropriate for Double Dragon? I'm not sure. I forget what the code is. You can access Super Game Boy ones too. Kind of like this Clock Tower one. Played after, do you, oh, I guess you do fight at the end of that too, right? A Way Out? GB8 port does that too? Oh, that's cool. Played after Swim Meet at Pizza Hut. Oh my god, you had a slot machine. Yeah, Palm Trees would be perfect for Adventure Island. Yeah. I don't know, what's good for this? Yeah, we'll just go with this. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better this time. Double Dragon 2. Yeah. Just having a little chill stream tonight. I guess, are they usually chill streams? I don't know. Metroid Prime I find a little bit... It's not stressful necessarily, but like I am trying to get to the end of the game, right? Alien Isolation, that was stressful. Mighty Number 9 that I was playing last week, not that stressful really. Deathloop, very stressful. I want to get back to playing that. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not sure that I'm going to keep streaming it, unless maybe when I get good enough to do a run at the end of the game, maybe I'll do another stream. There's still a lot of side stuff I have to do, and I have to learn the strats of like what I'm supposed to do to win. So I'll probably, if I have time, I'll go back to that one offline, and then maybe I'll do another stream at the end. Some of those games that take multiple streams can be a little slow. Want some more 8-bit tattoos? Pikachu, One Up Mushroom, cool. Bayonetta stressing you out? Yeah, I'm gonna stream that at some point, for, probably this winter for my Wii U streams, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with the whole game or not. The atmosphere in Metroid feels anything but chill, yes. I mean, by design, for sure. By design. Well, thank you all for hanging out so late, and I'm sorry I was late, but I didn't want to skip another stream, and I figured I might as well stay up late to do it. To catch everyone up, I was doing a 12-person party on Animal Crossing, so we were getting 12 people onto one person's island, just to document it, really, just because we hadn't seen, I guess, Rebecca Valentine organized it. She hadn't seen anybody who had done it yet, so she put out a call for people who had the game and a Switch 2 and would be interested in doing it. So, and the timing that worked out for everyone was tonight. So that's how I ended up doing that instead of streaming when I was supposed to. Box. Oh, you're ecstatic I'm live? Awesome. I'm really glad. How ecstatic, though? Because it means he can eat, Carla. He's like, it's reminded him that he has to have dinner. Honestly, I mean, the best time to stream might be super late at night. I don't know. I can't stay up this late. Oh, no. Come on now. Think of my channel every time I eat dinner, some Pavlovian response now, where you think about food, or you think about me whenever you have food. That's a little strange. I'm not sure what to do with that. Double Dragon on PC. I've been playing. So I went through Jackal on NES because Cartridge Club was doing it. And by the way, I'm in the Cartridge Club podcast with Captain Algebra and Megadan and just blanked out on his username. And that was a fun podcast to do. But after playing through Jackal on NES, I played through Jackal on Famicom, which is pretty different game, actually. And I recorded that and put that on my channel. And then I started playing, because I was very curious about it, I started playing the Jackal port on the Commodore 64. And, well, it's interesting. It's very interesting. So I don't know, I might stick through that. That stir-fry his head. Is Eugene live? That's funny. Well, I am glad to be streaming for sure. I just didn't want to skip it for no reason. And again, I thought I was going to be done at 11, but it took us an hour. So we started at 10. It took us an hour to get everyone on the island because the game kept crashing and kicking people out. Which, you know, because Nintendo. So I ended up running late. So that's why I had my time set as 11:15, because I thought that'd be plenty of time to finish up and set up. And then it didn't. It wasn't. Oh, cool. Thanks for watching, Ace. Right, because it's an FDS game. I don't know how much that game runs for, but it's probably... I think it's worth a playthrough. I think it's pretty interesting. It's different from the NES one. In some ways, it's a little bit more straightforward. It's more limited. It's more limited and limiting. But I think it has a place in your library. Yeah, it plays very differently. Went live like 3 minutes before. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I started much later than usual. And I do try not to step on other people's streams, but you know, at the point where everyone is streaming, there's somebody streaming, and sometimes multiple people streaming on the same nights. Like, I don't want to miss Chris Abyss games, but I think he streams on my nights as well, right? Or is he on Thursdays? He's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I could, I'd love to fit another stream night in, or streaming time, but maybe I'll have to bring back my Sandwich and Switch streams for my lunch times, because I just don't know when else I'm going to fit them in. But I kind of like being able to spend at least like two or more hours playing, and setting up to stream just for an hour, which I guess is sort of what I did tonight. It's not as fun. By the time I'm just starting to enjoy myself, I have to stop, you know. So, Witchbrook, Cozy Games. I want to play more cozy games, but I don't think I'm great. I think they're too slow for me, you know. There is always someone streaming. On average, 5 streamers I like to watch at a time. Yeah, well, there's too many. Wow, 54. That's a lot. That's a pretty good collection, Ace. I have like 100-something, like Famicom carts. Something like that. Thursdays, there's too much on Thursdays. I pretty much limit myself to, I guess, Great White North and Chris Abyss now that I'm seeing him. But it also, it may depend, whether I watch a stream also depends on like what you're playing. Like, sometimes it's the streamer, sometimes it's what you're playing. If you're a streamer I like and you're playing a sports game, I probably will not come by, except maybe to say hi. I saw Chris Abyss is playing Demon Souls, Dark Souls, I guess, which I have yet to play. But I'm probably less likely to watch that than something like, Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, it's hard, Zombie. And then at a certain point, you just gotta stream when it's convenient for you, because you can get all, like... Then you'll never stream, because it's hard to find a good time. Like, for me, my main thing is Wednesday nights, and I'm gonna stick with that, you know, for the foreseeable future. And Sunday nights I try to do it, but I don't always get to. And, oh no, what? That's rude. She did to me what I was trying to do to her. That's okay. Anyway, this isn't too bad. Yeah, there's always someone on. I mean, Ace has, like, it's nice that Ace has, like, a Monday afternoon. That's unusual, except that my work and the kids' school pickup schedule often conflicts with that. I guess Saturday night is crowded, but not necessarily crowded with a lot of people that I follow. But I think other people are doing other things on Saturday nights. And I like to space out the stream, so I'm not doing them too many nights in a row. So, I don't know. Yeah, so I think you have to kick her. Are you streaming Hellraiser? When is that happening? Is that a game? You got the Simpsons got to play their Simpsons arcade game. Oh, cool. I'm gonna say I actually don't really like the Simpsons arcade game that much, or at least it's not as good as like Ninja Turtles. And part of what I don't like about it is just that it's so early Simpsons. Everything looks like kind of like weird and off, and I just don't think it plays as well. But it's okay. It's funny watching him kind of trying to be careful. Goodbye. Yeah, that's true, Sonic Al. That's true. I actually watched it on Tracy Ullman, and it was my favorite part of Tracy Ullman. That's right, I'm old. But it was a lot of people's favorite part of Tracy Ullman, which is why it became his own show. Pretty amazing how it originated. I'm gonna take you guys out first so you don't gang up on me. You're ganging up on me anyway. Thanks. Oh, come on. I think I just have to move up and down there so they can't attack me as much. Wow, you're very strong. So glad you were there with the Simpsons boom. How are you enjoying Blaster Master Mega Ace? Is that what you're streaming on Friday? I totally forgot what game you were playing, and then I remembered just now. Blaster Master is another one of those games where, like, I'll admit, I used a save state just at the end because it's again, it's just you just have to memorize it and get through it, and then I finished the game, right? I mean, I didn't spam the save state. It was just like, you know, I can get to this point with a certain number of lives and a certain amount of time. And I'm just going to finish the game. So I finished the game, and I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to do it legit, just to get like a recording of it. And so I can say like, oh, I beat Blaster Master. And like about an hour into the game, I was like in that ice area again. I was like, I'm not having fun. Like, the game is brutal in some of those places. Like, I think if you know the game really well, like, I know Drake Great Way North knows the game very well and loves it. But, I was just, it's gonna be such a slog, you know? With all the backtracking and everything. But I liked the Game Boy version, I think, better. The only problem is there's one section where there's like a door maze, essentially. And I have no idea how to get through that door maze. Like, I did it, but it was trial and error the whole way through. I looked up at some point I looked up whoa, geez, these things. At some point I looked up a walkthrough. And the walkthrough was like, yeah, I don't know how to get through this. Good luck. This is getting a little intense. I usually just jump. Oh, really? What? Jerk. Yeah. Enemy below. Enemy below. Not Blaster Master Boy. Hey, Eldiner. Blaster Master, yeah. But I refuse to use like the pause and kill the enemies that way thing. There's just a lot about Blaster Master that just like the difficulty curve is a little rough. So I think I'm gonna probably play Blaster Master 0, which I have the whole collection, and that's gonna be my whenever I replay it. Do I walk onto this or do I jump onto it? I'm gonna jump onto it because walking I feel like it's gonna make me die. Why did they put this in this game? I can't even move. I'm stuck on the... Come on. I can't even move. Oh, that's weird. That's some weird scrolling nonsense. Oof, that was close. Okay. Is there gonna be a wall here? Getting whacked by a boulder. Double hit on the boulder. Yeah. 0. I have the 0, all 3 on 1 cartridge. I had individual releases from Limited Run at some point, and then they had a full set, like all 3 games on it. I was like, I'm getting that. Oh shoot. How do I fight him here? What? No! Dang it, what? How can I fight him? I can't use my, I can't hit him on the diagonal, and there's only one plane. Oh, come on. You can't cheese a Bobo? Yeah, that last jump was very awkward. Maybe I need to get to the other side of a Bobo so that the falling wall will have him, the falling floor will take him. Yeah, a little bit rough. Can I just run ahead of these things? No, not quite. Not again. Oof. Oh, wow. How obnoxious is that? Interesting. If you press down, he just does this thing. That is weird. Aged like milk. Oh, no, no boy, that's not good. That is super, super weird. See, he won't walk until you scroll up the screen enough. It's strange. And you have to tap the screen to do that. Tap the D-pad to do that. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, no, I got whacked by the same building. So the NES version doesn't do that. Alright, so we're gonna hit... Okay, hold on. Nope, that didn't work. Am I supposed to just jump back and forth or something? Gross. Hey, what up, John? How are you? Oh, man. This will be a fun game to jump in back and forth, you mean? Zombie? I can't imagine any other way to do that. Oh, what? Alright, how about that? Okay. Alrighty. Will these not be stressful? Oh god. It's stressful. Don't like this. I was surprised that there was platforming in the arcade game too. Like, I thought that was something that they added for the NES version for some reason. Alright. Yeah, hopefully I can do that. Maybe I need to lure him to the edge and then, like, knock him off. So he's coming over here. Nope. And he's dead. Okay. Alright. I think I need to lure him over there somehow. See how that goes. Should I do more of this, or should I try some Battletoads? What do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Should I do another run? I guess I could just stick with this one. We'll stick with this, see if we can get a little farther. Don't know how late I will stay up. I think we know how to get past that boulder now. Hoping to keep watching this ace. Awesome. To beat him. Not sure how late I'll stay up, but I'm not feeling too tired yet. Yeah, I could do Battletoads versus Double Dragon, true. I still haven't finished that game. I played it on the NES, and I got up to that Solar Jetman stage in college, and then I just got busy or forgot about it and never came back to it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that music, Eldiner. It's just different from the NES version. Sounds a little bit slow in places, but this is not a PAL card. There is no PAL card for Game Boy. It's just a different kind of mix. I think it's doing some pretty cool effects, actually. But I don't think I heard on the NES. Yeah, did you think I was playing a green NES game? Oh, you weren't really looking at it. Okay. That's funny. You just know it's Double Dragon, so that's funny. Yeah, the music's a little different. I kind of like some of the effects. The NES music is a little faster, I think. I think this is pretty good way of doing it. Come here. Goodbye. Oops. Okay. Oh, survived that. GB Battletoads is pretty good. Yeah, I've been playing through it. I had been playing through it last year trying to learn the game. And I've gotten pretty far in it. I'm probably very rusty. I haven't played it in a while. But I definitely want to be able to finish that one. I probably will stream it or at least record my playthrough of that one. Yeah. I remembered they were going to come out that door. I wasn't sure. I think what I wasn't sure about was whether they were going to... So that's interesting. I wasn't sure if they would spawn if I didn't climb the ladder, but it's interesting because I saw that guy just pop in like above me. Just you can sort of see his feet, and then when you beat them, then the conveyor belt starts. Kind of cool. Oh, it's a guy. It's not a guy. Sorry. Kind of like the character design of the. I guess they're Lindas, right? Like the Lindas in this. Nope. That's so frustrating. I guess it was too close to the edge there. Just losing a life. I feel like maybe I should just restart here? I don't know. It's so frustrating. Clearly I need more practice with this. Ah, that was too short. Oh gosh. Alright, well we're gonna restart soon anyway. I swear some of these platforms, like you have to get right to the edge to jump, and then others, if you get right to the edge, you fall. So, 4K rad. Oh, is that like the rad 2X or whatever? Does that just do an upscaling? Rad's on 4K, or is that some... Oh, you're talking about a movie? I thought you were talking about the Rad 2X. Let's just practice this stupid jump here. So you go right to the edge there. Here you gotta go to the edge there. And then you have to jump again, I think, right? What is this rad thing that you're talking about? Is that a shorthand? Is it just called rad? I feel like I should just restart though, because I have no lives. Oh well, whatever. Rad was an 80s BMX bike movie. Interesting. I see sometimes that people don't like these. Why does that always happen? I have to remember that this guy is going to do that. Some people don't like these like upscaled movies because they like distort them or do weird color grading or whatever. I always got to read reviews on those games to figure out if it's a good one or not. I have not been buying too many movies and things on physical media lately. I did buy Superman. I bought the new Superman on Blu-ray because I knew I'd want to own that. And it has like a bunch of features that you can't see on streaming and stuff. And actually, it was really neat. James Gunn just released the screenplay for it, which is kind of cool. And Ryan Johnson just released a screenplay for the new Netflix movie, Wake Up Dead Man or something. What do they call it? I think that's what it's called. I saw that over the holidays and it was really good. Yeah, it's pretty neat getting to look at the screenplays for movies, especially when there's like changes. This game is definitely in my short list rotation to try to finish. I think Mr. Matthews said that Double Dragon 2 on Game Boy was even better than this. Although that's probably also true for the NES, right? So might have to pick that one up too. I got this in a batch of Japanese games not too long ago. I want to build out a Game Boy collection without building out a Game Boy collection, if that makes sense. Like I want to buy Game Boy games. No. At least I was not right on the edge. I want to buy more Game Boy games, but I'm not really trying to build like a massive collection. How far have you gotten in this one, Ace? Or are you just now seeing it and thinking that you'd like to play it? Double Dragon 3 is the best. I've seen people stream that game. It looks rough. I remember it being rough as a kid when I tried playing it with a friend. But I did think it was cool that you got to switch characters and such. Yeah, I've been playing a lot more beat-em-ups lately for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm finding them. Maybe I just want to beat things up. These days. It's cathartic. But I'm definitely finding more of an appreciation for belt scrollers. Things like this. Like I finally played through Batman Returns on the Super NES. That was a really cool game. It was good. That one, a lot of it was like learning how to play it. And I played through Death and Return of Superman on Super NES, which is not as good. That game's a little bit tough. Really? Around where I left off? Okay, makes sense. It's tough. That's a tough little area there. I gotta figure out how to get past a Bobo. Seems such a daring kind of maybe I just need to not scroll the screen too much. I should check your stream. I'm pretty sure, and maybe I sort of maybe vaguely recall you streaming this. There's like a whole upper level there that I can't get to. Is that where the boulder comes from? Okay. No, boulder's a different area. What? Thinking about trying to get him to the edge. Oh, no, don't kill me. Oh, jerk. What? Dang it. Toxic Avenger. Oh, the He-Man game looks really good. There's also, I don't know if you saw this, Freak04, and I don't know if you're a fan of Danger Mouse, but there's a Danger Mouse beat 'em up coming out. I backed it on Kickstarter because I really like Danger Mouse. And that should be a fun one. When do you get the next life? Is it like 50,000? Same stage, died in the caverns. Yep. Maybe that should be our dual stream, Ace. We can figure out how to get past it. Oh no. I have to jump twice at her? It's tough when you don't get there with enough chances to try things out. That's one of the frustrating things about these, where you just need to learn the patterns, and the penalty is too steep. You know. Yeah, this is on anything where we can pass a controller back and forth. You've only heard the name Danger Mouse, not sure who that is. Oh my gosh, Freakaphora, but you're my age, or thereabouts. It's a 80s cartoon that was on Nickelodeon when I was growing up. It's about a mouse and his, what is he, a gerbil? Pembroke? And they're secret spies, right? And so they go around the world trying to stop Baron von Greenback, which is a toad, who's like who commits crimes and things like that. It's very punny. There's lots of puns in it. It's a very strange British kind of humor, but I think you'd appreciate it. And they remade the show on Netflix some years back, and it's actually pretty good. It's a new, more modern animation style, but still seems very close to the same sense of humor as the original series. And this Kickstarter game, or this beat 'em up that they're coming out with, is you can switch back and forth between the two different styles. So I'm actually pretty psyched about that. Mighty Mouse, not Danger Mouse. Okay. He's the greatest. He's amazing. Whenever there's trouble, he'll be there. He's an ace. Something. Danger Mouse. I can see some of like Danger Mouse's like DNA in like Darkwing Duck, shows like that. Am I doing a collab stream with Dyer? Cool. Yes, I know Mighty Mouse. Here he comes to save the day. Yes. Anyway, Danger Mouse, check it out. If you can find some of the old episodes, it's really funny if you like that kind of humor. Pembroke, he's like this little gerbil with like glasses, and he's very meek. And his whole thing is he'll be like, "Oh, cripes," or no, "Oh, crumb." And he's just kind of like cowardly, it's like the sidekick. It's a fun show. The new one on Netflix is pretty good too, so you should check that out. One of my favorite things when I was a kid, and I rewatched, I have the DVD set, I watched a lot of it when my son was born, because I was like up doing feedings, and I didn't want to focus too much on anything, and they were like short episodes. I was watching that, and I finished watching the Twilight Zone DVDs. Kaufman lip syncing to it. It's after 1. So there's a barrel guy coming soon. Not a barrel guy, a rock guy. I was trying to get that other guy out of the way. Nope, that didn't work well at all. Okay, great. Nope. And then, of course, I can't use the barrel to fight this guy. I want to try to send him off the cliff if I can. Nope, he's just going to kill me now. Whoa! Sent him through the wall. That was really weird. So funny. At least there's no timer on this game. I like that these other guys don't pick up the rock. Pretty good music here. I know I was able to just run through here once, but I don't want to take that chance. Because aren't these things like a one-hit kill? Or am I wrong about Secret squirrel, yes. Yeah, this secret squirrel. Just like that. And Morocco mole. 2600 port, no thanks. Floor is lava. I knew that was a risky move, and I shouldn't have done that. Oy, it's 1 o'clock. Do I want to do another run? 2 stupid dogs. Food. Ball. Food. Ball. 2 stupid dogs. 2 stupid dogs. Yeah. I still really love there's like an episode where they're trying to figure out how to get through a supermarket door. Like it has like the automatic doors, and they can't figure out how to do it, and they're like, "Oh, I have to wear clothes. We have to wear clothes, or I have to have a bone on my head or something." And you know, it's been a long time since I saw that though. All right, kind of want to do one more run. We'll see how it goes. I should go to bed after this. One more attempt, rather. Oh, Red Riding Hood, yeah. Stuff that came out when you did? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Me and you and your Siamese twin were the inspiration for 2 stupid dogs. Okay, I'm getting a little bit tired now. This is going to be the last attempt here. But I'll come back to this. May not stream it again, but we'll see. No, I like it. It's obviously going to take me some time to learn how to get past that section. You know how it goes. Jabberjaw. I do kind of remember Jabberjaw. I don't think I watched that very much. But I'm aware of Jabberjaw. There's some cartoons I missed that were like on cable that I didn't have cable my whole childhood. I used to like Laugh Olympics. Wonder if it's on Max. If it's not, it might be on like Tubi or something like that. Oh yeah. Swim along with the snorks. Come along with the snorks. That might not be the lyrics. That's all I remember, though. I kind of want to see the new... There's like a newer Smurfs movie that was like basically the same animation style as the old cartoons, but like CGI. But not CGI like the other movies that were like live action-ish. So I might want to watch that at some point. And I kind of like there's a new, newish, again, Alvin and the Chipmunks show that is very similar to the old Alvin and the Chipmunks, but just like with newer graphics, newer animation. Alright, we did it. No stupid death there. Hooray. The show must not have aired very long, the 2011 one? No, there's a Smurfs movie that just came out, like, last year, maybe? Actually, I really like this art, like this style with, like, in the green, just these tones. It's really nice, even though it's not in color. Two stupid dragons. That sounds like Overwatch. Hanzo and Genki. I'll remember this guy at one point. Genji, rather. Smurfette voiced by Rihanna. No, I don't think that's... Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Again, that one I'm aware of. I never really watched it. Eek the Cat, though. It never hurts to help. Stuff on Fox Kids, like Bobby's World. Oh, guys, I played a little bit after finishing Adventures of Batman and Robin on Super NES. I played a little bit of the Genesis game. Ugh. That's... It might be okay, but boy, it doesn't look as good as the Konami one. And boy, it doesn't play as good as the Konami one. It is a weird game. It's kind of like a... She just killed herself. It's kind of like a run and gun, but it looks how would Mega Man put it? Poor. It looks poor. I think that one was done by Sega, and then the other one was done by Konami. So they can't really compare. Amazon Prime Tomb Raider series trailer. Yeah, there's apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but there's apparently a teaser for the Masters of the Universe movie that looks really good. Actually, since we're talking about these old cartoons, by the way, I don't think I've shown you guys this thing yet. Hold on. I know I talked about this, but this is my new Sword of Omens. This is from Trick or Treat Studios. Can I switch to the full screen here? Hold on a second here. Where's the webcam? Is there no like camera only? Here we go. It's my new Sword of Omens. Look. Doo. Sight beyond sight. Yeah, this thing's amazing. Like it is, like basically full size, like full Sword of Omens. It's terrific. It is fantastic. It's you can hold the hilt, like this. It's great. Yeah, and it lights up really nicely too. Like the eye looks really good. Yeah, this is awesome, and I've got it like wall mounted in my space here. So yeah, just had to share that with you guys because who else would appreciate it that much? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have seen most of the 2011 Thundercat series, and that is actually really good. And I've played a little bit of the DS game, which is not very good. Oh, thank you, Sonic Owl. Yeah. I stumbled across a video on YouTube where they were talking about this thing. It's by Trick or Treat Studios, and it was only like $65, something like that. And it's like kind of screen accurate. Like the guy that got to design it, like clearly made like the best version of this thing, because there have been other prop replicas made for costumes and things like that that are not as good. And even the original LJN sword, which I do have, it looks tiny compared to that, because it was made for kids, is not like screen accurate to it. And I stumbled across this video of it, and I figured out how to get past her. And so I was kind of like, I signed up for notifications on the website Trick or Treat Studios so that I would know when it came into stock. And it came into stock one day. It was like out of stock, came into stock, and I shouldn't have bought it. I thought about it, but I was like, okay, I don't know when this is going to, what's going on with this barrel, with this rock. I don't know if this is going to stay in stock or not, but I'm just going to buy it. And like, it was immediately out of stock again after I ordered it. So I don't think they had a lot of them. But you can sign up for notifications there if you really want to get one. It came in a gigantic box. Like, it came in a huge box because it was in another box, like the packaging and everything, and then it was just like in a humongous box aside from that. And like, the box is too big. I don't usually throw away boxes for things, but it's not like I'm going to ever sell the sword. And that box is just humongous. And I couldn't figure out a good way to collapse it, so I ended up and it got damaged when I was opening it, so I just kind of like chucked it. But do not put that in my carry-on. Yeah, I need to watch that teaser trailer. So now I kind of want to see if I can get like a good like replica of He-Man's sword. I'm sure somebody made one at some point, and I've seen them, but they may just be like custom props, so I don't know. But the Thundercat sword is where it was at for me. I remember seeing it in a store as a kid and really wanting it. And then when I was older and had more of a disposable income, when I went to college and had a job, and I had discovered eBay, which was like pretty new at the time, I ordered a sword. It's like a Danish version of it, and it was missing like the battery compartment on the bottom. And I finally found that battery compartment. I've been watching for it for years, and somebody sold it on eBay, and probably I paid about the same amount for that thing as I paid for like the entire like new sword that I got, because it was, but I needed it to complete the sword. Like, you can't close the battery without it, and so it won't light up without it. But what? I didn't know you could kick. How to get past this guy too. You gotta get rid of those guys on the right first, and then attack him, and then move to another plane. Did they do a new He-Man cartoon a few years ago? Oh yes, they did that on Netflix. I saw the first part of that. That was by what's his name? Totally blanked out on the guy. You know who it is, though. The guy who did Clerks, and Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith did it. And I saw the first half of it, and it was good. And then there's like a second series that finishes it, and I haven't finished that one yet. But I enjoyed it. I still really like that other remake that they did with on Cartoon Network years ago. It was really funny because it'd be like, he's like, I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is, and then like, one day fabulous secret powers were revealed to me, and then he's like interrupted by an attack. Thanks for reminding me, I need to finish watching that He-Man show. And then there's like another He-Man show that's like for younger kids that is supposedly not as good, but not in the same kind of continuity. Like the Kevin Smith one kind of follows the continuity of the original series, and makes it a little bit more mature, a little bit darker, kind of makes Teela a little bit more of an active character. And it's interesting. And Skeletor is in it. I think Mark Hamill plays Skeletor. Yeah, the first one was okay. It was okay. Like, I found I enjoyed it more than I expected to, because I think it, even if you don't like it, I think it respected the original series. Although apparently Kevin Smith wasn't a fan of the original He-Man. Oh, geez, don't look away. Okay, well, now I know that's not a one-hit kill, but I didn't know they were going to keep dropping on me. So that's why you should just keep moving, I suppose. Sorry, hold on. There are metal replicas of Blade Sword and Master Sword. Yeah. Can't have a He-Man show where He-Man only shows up in the first and last episode. Yeah, I guess that's what they did, didn't they? Yeah. Alright. No hits from the boulders this time. I have 3 faces. Not mess up these platforms again. So I think you have to scroll this a little bit until you can walk. That was my problem there. It's very scary though, because you have to scroll it enough that you can walk to the edge, but then not walk so far that you fall off of it. It's all coming together. Yeah, something's a fan. Well, you know what though, Boiling Blood? Like, that's fine. Oh no, I messed that jump up. Sorry, I got all worked up over this He-Man thing. That's fine. You know, I think people want the showrunner or the person to be a fan of the thing. You know, from the get-go, I suppose. Possibly somebody who's like super passionate about it because they like grew up with it or something like that. But sometimes having, I think, a little bit of distance from the property can help you because you're not going to be writing like just fan fiction, I suppose. And you can become a fan of a thing after you discover it, even if it's not something that you know you grew up with or that you had like a huge connection to. You know, like I wrote these tie-in books to Ruby. I had not previously seen Ruby when I was invited to audition for the job, but I watched Ruby and it was like, this show's pretty good. I think I'd like this, and I started watching it and became a big fan of it. So, you know, and I wasn't quite as like steeped in all of the fan discourse over it, I suppose. I mean, same thing with a lot of the other tie-in stuff that I've done, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Little Nightmares and all that stuff. I became fans of those things, you know, when I had a reason to spend time with them. So I wouldn't hold that against him. Okay, this is about to become bad, right? The new X-Men 87, which I've only seen most of, not all of it. There is a new, I think there's supposed to be like a Spider-Man 90 whatever year it was, that's only comic book based on the Fox show. Chris Pratt not being a fan of Nintendo. Yeah, don't pretend to be a fan of it, but oh yeah, still need to watch Ruby. Heard great things about it. Yeah, well, just keep in mind that it gets better as it goes. Like, some fans will disagree in terms of the story-wise, but the animation, I think you start watching the early episodes and it's like, okay, this isn't the best animation ever, but as it goes and they got new tools and new animation and everything, it gets much better, and I think it's very, very good now. And I think the story is really cool, so I enjoyed that. Oh, the Thundercats Ho Ace, the comic-y one. I haven't seen that one yet. But people really didn't like that. Okay. So tell you what, I should probably wait until there's more of a platform here, right, before Bobo comes out. And then he's going to come over here. Oh, no, don't knock me over. Ah, dang it. Alright, that strategy didn't work. I was going to try to switch places with him. I waited too long, though. He knocked me out. Alright, we'll see if I can get through it now. I have like 1 life. Yeah, Thundercats Ho has been wiped off the face of the earth. Probably for some sort of tax write-off. But I downloaded it. I do know some people who are fans of it, and I'm curious enough to check it out. It kind of seems like they were at least being like kind of faithful to the source material in some ways. Like they're making lots of references to it, like jokes. But X-Men 97 is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough when they lose the showrunner, especially when they're like the fan or the person who like kind of created the thing and brought it back. Yeah, I'm behind on lots of stuff. I haven't seen the new Star Trek yet. Actually, there's a bunch of Star Trek I haven't seen yet because I also skipped that Section 31 movie. But I want to see Starfleet Academy. Actually, I always wanted to pitch a Starfleet Academy like YA book series, but never had that opportunity. All right, let's see here. What I want to do here is I want to go over here. Get out of here. No. Oh, wow. That was close. That was very close. Whew. Yeah, I've got like one life, so I don't know how far we're going to make it on this. Alright, it's a better idea, I think. Weird platforming. Really? How about you come over here? No? Not interested? Oh, okay, well that works. Is this like a... Do I have to go through this cave? No, that's not a real cave. Thanks, Ace. Personal best. I made it. Living on the edge. It's just gonna keep spawning through this door. Is this a real door? No, it's not a real door. Really? Okay. I love platforming in this game. So actually this kick seems to be the way to do it. That's not a real door either. Great. I wonder if this idea was if this game was the idea for the movie. I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie. I used to watch the cartoon though. Going this way? Oh no! No! What the heck? Come on! That's so rude. That was so rude. Did you see that? I cannot believe that. Of course I'm going to try to go to the right. Come on. Of course I'm going to do that. Dang it. Why? That was cheating. Cheating. The game cheated on me. Well, it didn't cheat on me, but it cheated me. With my precious life. Oh, no! Alright, well, that's okay. Yeah, that was rude. That's so true, Boiling Blood. That is so very true. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. That's okay. We made some good progress here. I'm gonna play some more of this game. Well, thank you, Omega Ace. I'm sure it will not be too much longer before you do it as well, or we can figure out some way to stream it together. I don't know what that would look like, but we can figure that out. Or some other game. I'd love to do a dual stream. And although I do have a book deadline, I should probably really be cracking down on. Oh shoot, I have to review copy edits for this other book in the next couple days. All right, I have 2 book deadlines. One is imminent, but hopefully will not be too bad. And then I have a book draft due. I have a little bit more free time in my schedule when I'm not wrangling kids and such. So happy to fit in some extra streams when I can. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad I got a little bit farther. Thank you kindly. I'm glad I managed to stream after all. And it was good to see you all. Thank you. Thank you, One Up John. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. So tomorrow night, hopefully Great White North is feeling better. He should be getting back to Journey to Silius, unless he decides to switch to something else. Because I know he was talking about doing that, perhaps. And then I think Omega Ace is streaming more Blaster Master on Friday night. Are you still doing that with Great White North again? And then, I don't know who else is streaming. Oh, Captain Albert is streaming something called Pugsy on Friday. It is not Pugsley, which is what I thought it was. I thought it was an Addams Family game. It's called Pugsy, and I guess it's a platform game. And I think also Comic Man is streaming more Zelda tomorrow morning, Phantom Hourglass. So yeah, it was a good time. I'm glad I managed to fit it in. It was cool to hang out with you guys and play something I don't often get to play. So cool. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the week, and I will catch you all later. Bugsy the Bobcat. What could possibly go wrong? All right. See you guys. Bye. Good night.